Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends where you are in the world. It's afternoon here, and as you can see, sun is coming out now, and so it's nice and bright. And these are the times I wait for doing a video because I don't use any extra lights. It's just my room's light and the natural daylight. So I just wanted to be seen properly by you. That's why I waited for the sun to come out, and here it is now. So I thought I should do the video quickly. I hope you're keeping well, keeping healthy, happy, and looking after yourself and looking after people around you. Today's video is going to be slightly long, and I'm very sorry because the thing is, not everything can be put in a nutshell. Not everything can be said in 2 words. Not everything can be expressed. If you ask a surgeon to finish his surgery, if he's, operating on somebody's heart, and you say, "Oh, time, just do it in 20 minutes." Can you imagine what consequences, the patient and everyone can face? If you say to someone who is, gone to a prayer to a church or wherever, a mosque or wherever, and then everyone else is obviously, something is being said there, and then they just want to finish it in 10 minutes. Is it possible? No. What I'm trying to say, if you try to gulp your food, which most of the people do these days, they actually try to eat their food in the minimum time, unless they're sitting with tons of people, and the conversation or the socializing is on priority, then the food itself, then it can take hours. They can just drag it on and talk and eat and munch on their food and then talk, and whatever is happening to their digestion, that's I'm not going into that in today's video. But what I'm saying is, we are trying to actually make everything so quick. I don't know what is the hurry. Which flight is there to catch? And if you're going to catch a flight, these videos especially, they can wait. If you want to watch them at some other time, you can do that. If you don't want to watch them at all, that's again fine with me. That's okay, cool. But the thing is, I can't really rush myself into the things every time. I'm finding it extremely uncomfortable when people keep saying, "Oh, keep it short, keep it to 10 minutes." So I just come and say hello and ask you how you're doing and go. I'm trying to deliver a message. And then if you have time, only then watch my videos. Watch it in 2 parts. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these videos because this is definitely something that I can't talk about in 10, 20, or even 30 minutes. So without wasting any more time, I will just tell you they're going to be part 1, 2, and as long as it continues. It can take a lifetime because the topic is so rich, so important, and so intense. I'm talking about this radical change in people's mindset, the radical change in their perception about family. I talked about parents last time. Parents' rights or parents' place in your life. Because I'm a parent too, but I'm also a child. I'm somebody's child. I'm not a child like at that child age, but I'm an adult who was born to somebody. And then I also had parents. Believe it or not, I had parents. So all the people who we see around us in this world, either they're somebody's parents or they're somebody's children, or both. But what's happening now is, and unfortunately, it's very, very unfortunate, we are trying to measure everything. Everything is becoming so, we think like we're actually getting advanced with things, with technology. We want to measure everything. And to be honest with you, some intelligent person has already said, and I read it a long time ago, that not everything that matters, and not everything that you can measure matters, and not everything that matters can be measured. Very true. So you can't measure your emotions, people's emotions, On the machine, maybe once, maybe you can see the breathing, you can see the heartbeat, you can read what's happening in the brain. But again, it's not a day-to-day, every minute, every second change in a human perception, mind, life, brain, body. You can't do that because it's happening all the time. It's a process. It's such a beautiful, but what's happening? We're actually sitting on scales. We want to measure love. We want to measure everything. Now, what are the consequences? The consequences are, and we're becoming more and more impatient. Now, to be honest with you, I have to give this disclaimer first that I am not doing this video to criticize anybody. Everybody has a control over their life, hopefully, and everybody is obviously entitled to make a decision or the decisions they want to make. And I'm also not criticizing the people who are professional. No, we just have to go into a little depth here, because there used to be in old days, even when I was a child, which was not, believe me, it was not like 2 centuries ago. No. So when people who are my age or even a little bit younger than me or older than me, definitely, all those people have seen one doctor treating everything. Now, treatment is not like, okay, and some things also didn't get treated. And is that not happening now? Yes. When you have an orthopedic specialist or a surgeon or doctor, then you have a heart surgeon or heart specialist, or you've got a brain specialist, you've got this specialist, that specialist. All specialists are there, but people are still dying, they're still getting sick. So we have not eliminated it completely. We've not. So what's happening here? What is happening is, and I don't want to say that people, because the more the demand, the more they produce. Now, but we're not talking about the quality, we're talking about the quantity. So the more people are in market to help you and to, take your money. And so same goes with the people who are obviously, relationship experts are there. Psychologists, psychiatrists, people who tell you how to bring your children up, people who tell you how to deal with your family. Sometimes I've seen those people, unfortunately, suffering in their own, family life, but that's obviously a different, something that I don't want to go into. So what I'm saying is, instead of dealing with your own things, first, human beings used to be in tribes. That tribe used to be your family. Then you actually brought it to, just limited it to parents, children, children's children. Then you have limited it to husband, wife, and children. And those children do exactly the same when they grow up. They also, cut you off because they're family, right? So nobody's benefiting from it. It never used to be like this. Human beings, if you look at yourself, forget about everybody else. Just look at yourself. And please, if you will listen to what I'm saying from a judgmental point of view, if you will already start judging that I'm criticizing you or the people in any way, shape, or form, then you will create the blockage. You cannot receive the message at all, because the message is coming from a very good place. It's coming from an open mind. It's not targeting anybody. I'm not trying to put anybody on spot here. Not at all. That's not my intention. I'm only trying to highlight the problem that we're facing day to day, every minute in our life now. And it's not, and I've heard young people saying, oh, I have to protect my mental health. And that's why I'm staying away mainly from my parents, right? Could be any other relation too. Your mental health is, because you're a social animal, your mental health is, if you cut the tree, the trunk, no matter how healthy the trunk is, no matter how strong the trunk is, if you cut it from the ground, where the roots were in the ground, right? You cut it from the roots. See what happens to the tree. you will know the answer. Your parents, your generations, wherever you come from, that is your root. So keep connected. Keeping connected is the answer to flourish, to keep healthy. And nobody, no human being I've ever met in my life, if you've met one, please write in the comments. I have never come across anyone who looks like a human and they are perfect. They're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. So when we actually become intolerant about other people's behavior or something they said or something they did, and we actually cut them off. It's so easy these days. It's just so easy. It's like, hashtag no contact. So, and that's happening, like millions of people are doing it, especially in the West. It's also reached, this disease has reached the Eastern countries too. So, but majority of the cases are happening here in the West, where parents are just an option. And in some cases, unfortunately, children can also be an option, but that's not very common. I think parents are still really, connected with that relationship strength, that they're connected to this relationship importance and its vitality and its need, that they're not easily disconnecting themselves from it. But when it comes to the children, so who is doing it? We're not talking about, I've heard that somebody went to a relationship specialist, or somebody went to a therapist, or somebody went to a psychologist, and they came up with like, yeah, okay, well, maybe for some time. And I'm not doubting the expert's advice here, but to be honest with you, when a mother is giving birth to a child, no expert can describe their pain. No expert, even if they've been through that pain themselves, but every mother's pain of that bringing a child into this world and bringing them up, every mother's pain and pleasure is different. We're all different. We breathe the same way. Our blood is the same color. We probably, in our shapes, like 2 hands, 2 legs, and we look the same, but our experiences are different. So we can't generalize it. Social media can be help, but to be honest with you, it is actually creating more problems because we can't handle it. Now, social media is not a monster that is alive. We brought it to life. We did. So what's happening now? We can't handle it. We can't handle what is being said and done there. Our children, as soon as they grow up, my children, they went on social media, I think, as soon as they went to college and university. But I don't think any child waits for that long now. They start from the school age. You see, like even little children walking around with those smartphones in their hands. Everything is on their fingertips. Like I said, everything has its goods and bads. So this also has its goods and bads. But what's happening here now? You go to a child is not happy with their parents. In the old days, what used to happen? If a mother told you off, or if a parent told you off, you will go to your grandparents and say, well, this is my mom did, and the grandparent will sit down with you and say, okay, what did you do? Okay, so why she said this? All right, okay. So she used to assess the whole situation, or he used to, the granddad, if it's a granddad. Somebody in the family used to sit down and look at the situation, console you, and also probably talk to your parents. Things settled, right? But now what happens? As soon as you have a problem with your parent, or you had a problem long time ago, or maybe you're escaping the responsibility, maybe you had whatever they gave you in the name of money, or in the physical help or emotional help, or they brought you up, they gave you their best years, and then after that, after getting all that, now you don't need them, right? That's the selfish side of a human being. So if you feel that way and feel like, oh, now they're becoming weak, now they might ask me something, so it's best if I bring up whatever I didn't like about them, so that can protect me from being responsible for anything to do with them. It's my deep reading. So anyway, if that is happening, then it's different. But even if you have a genuine complaint, because not all the parents, nobody is perfect. No parent is perfect, no child is perfect. Nobody is perfect on this earth. If you were perfect, you would be an angel, not a human. So they go on social media, and there are so many things, what they call toxic family. Toxic family. This is a common word now these days, right? So they go and type, oh, my mom did this and my dad did this, or this happened then. And so many people who have already been, who wounded people, they actually jump in and start commenting on that. Now, we are actually talking, this is like, I'll give you a little example. The video is reaching 15 minutes now, 16 minutes. Let me give you a little example. It's like, in a ward, in a hospital, there are 10 people lying in beds. And all of them have some kind of injuries. So what will you hear there? Pain, pain, pain. All of them will be going, oh, God, mom, right? That's all you will hear. So when you go in social media, all those get attracted and start commenting without knowing their place. They're actually not speaking your pain. They're speaking their pain. Think about it, please. So it's not resolving the situation, it's actually, making it big. It's actually making it worse. So that's not the best place to go to. I mean, those are the people who don't know your parents. They don't know you even properly. Even if some of them are not even your friends. You've just met once or twice. Like, I give you a little example. Like, some time ago, I was not well, and I had to go to the hospital. And my bedroom's keys were somewhere, but I knew they are somewhere safe, but I didn't know where they were. So I even couldn't get my clean clothes or anything. My daughter was here in my place, and then she was coming to the hospital every day, and in the evening coming back to my place. But she couldn't access my wardrobe or anything in my room because the key was not found. So she must have expressed it to one of her so-called friends. Now, what are the friends these days? The friends are even the people you said hello yesterday, right? So she spoke to someone. This person doesn't know me at all. This person probably even doesn't know my daughter properly. Now, this is my daughter's mistake, or innocence, or ignorance, whatever you want to call it, that she spoke to him about this and said, well, and the person commented, said, oh, that's fine because your mom is being selfish. She's being, if she dies, then again, you're going to get the keys anyway. So she should give you the keys. No, it's not the death that I was worried about, that she was told that your mother can die, because we all have to die one day. It was that the insensitivity of that comment. It was that taking liberty on somebody's situation and saying whatever you want to say. That was not that person's right. But before that, who is responsible for this whole thing to happen? My daughter. So when you go out in the world, in the old days, people used to say, don't wash your dirty, laundry in public. Now that's what you're doing. What you're doing on the social media, when you're discussing your parents' problems, your siblings' problems, your children's problems, anybody's problems, you're just, washing your dirty laundry in public without even knowing about it. And then you feel more victimized. You feel like, oh, I'm protecting my mental health. The video is reaching 20 minutes, and it just puts me in panic. So I'm going to do, straight after this, I'm going to do another video on the same topic, just continuing from here, but I have to finish it here now. So you look after yourself and think about what I'm saying. It's not to criticize anybody. It's not that who is right and who is wrong. It's just we should take responsibility. It will protect us. It will protect the world, the society. It will protect everybody's sanity that we are losing now. the mental health we're crying about all the time, actually that mental health is being affected more by what we're doing now than ever before. Anyway, look after yourself, make this world more beautiful, and always remember life is so, so, so beautiful.